Be assertive without being aggressive. Joining us right now is Gina DeLappa, America's Ultimate Reminders Coach, with how to deal with that very fine line. Gina, happy Friday. Thank you for being here as always. We appreciate it.
Happy Friday.
All right, let's get to your first point. You said we've got to listen to ourselves. Tell us more about this.
Yes. Erica, if we don't listen to ourselves, who else will, right? And even if they do, what good will it do? So I think listening and respect go hand in hand, and we do have to listen to our own needs and wants, even when we don't act on them, and there are times when that's going to be the case.
Next, you say we have to assume the best, not the worst.
Right. I think of it this way. Aggressiveness, it's kind of like my way or the highway, right? We've all heard that saying. And it's reactive, and it assumes that I'm not going to be listened to, or I'm not going to be respected, so I need to, be aggressive. Assertiveness says, I'm going to assume that others want to do right by me, and even if they don't, I want to do right by me and by the other person. And it looks for a win-win solution. So it's collaborative. It's not combative. And I think real growth can come out of that for a relationship and for whatever project you're working on together.
This next one's really interesting. Set boundaries for yourself, not for the other people around you.
Yes, my mother was the master of this, because when we were growing up, she would tell my brothers and me, she would never say, don't whine. Right, but she would say, I can't understand you unless you speak in a grown-up voice.
Ooh,
how about that?
Ooh, I like that.
So that's the difference. It's drawing a line in the sand of what you'll tolerate and what you won't. But it's not raised voices. It's not trying to control the other person. It's simply saying, this is what I'll accept and what I won't. And it worked for us.
Next, set boundaries, not barriers.
Yeah, I think this is a real key distinction, Erica. And you've probably heard me say this before, but a boundary, and doesn't that word have kind of a nice bounce to it, like boundary? I just like the way that sounds. But a boundary comes at the service of our relationships. A barrier, which is like a slam door in someone's face, that comes at the expense of our relationship. So as an example, there are times when you might have to tell a coworker, I need to be alone so I can finish this project. And I think most people get that. And even if they don't, well, it's really okay in the sense that that's why we say, respect my authority, not like my authority.
Lastly, why isn't it so important to encourage others to speak up?
Well, Erica, before I get to that, I want to encourage our viewers to go to ultimatereminders.com and sign up for my newsletter. They will automatically get a copy of my extended play notes for today. But the reason that we want to encourage other people to speak up, think of it like this. The more assertive you become, the more you're going to prefer other people operate that way as well. And what this does is it allows everybody to move forward faster without a lot of frustration. And as an example, we've all been around somebody who pretends they're fine, pretends to go along and everything's fine, and then out of nowhere they blow up, right? And if you speak up, you will thereby encourage others to speak up as well, and just get it out on the table and trust everybody to move forward together.
Very important stuff, Gina. We've
Yes.
linked you actually to our website, fox5sandiego.com. You can go there and click that Scene on tab and people can get more information. I really like your advice, especially today. I'm going to try it on my 2.5-year-old.
Okay.
I'll let you know how it works. I can't hear you unless you use your grown-up voice. I love that. Great advice. That might even work on Raul, too. I'm going to try it when he gets
Hey,
back.
don't tie that to me.
Gina, thank you.
Thanks, Erica.
All right.